Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today is a noob's guide to battle pets. Let's go. Okay, so battle pets, they're a really straightforward affair. Now all you do is just pretty much you farm them up and you keep them in your pet journal. Yeah, that's all cool. Basically people do these for pet battles and people buy them off the auction house. That's pretty much the basic gist. But for us gold farmers, it is a bit different for us. We actually go out and we actually farm up these specific pets, either from raids, from the open world, and like daily, such as the Argent Tournament type pets. By the way, the Argent Tournament battle pets, worth checking out. Now, obviously, we rather really focus on this channel about specific battle pet farms such as raid ones, because they are the most easiest to get easy gold. Now if you're lazy, then I would recommend that you go all the way over to the Throne of Thunder. This gives you a load of different types of battle pets that all sell for a high amount of gold. And when I mean a high amount of gold, I mean a high amount of gold. The lowest one is the Pygmy Direhorn. You have your Quivering Blob, which is Quivering Filth, that you sell on the auction house. That one can sell for upwards of around about 80,000 gold if you get it. And the drop chance on it has been covered in my video on a noob's guide to all raid battle pets part 1. Part 2 will be coming out eventually. I'm still working on that, as well as the TSM4 guide, but that is besides the point. So if you're looking to do battle pet farming for quick and a possible chance of getting a battle pet, then I'd recommend doing raid farms once every week, or just smashing it out with a 10 ton of alts. The best ones are Siege of Orgrimmar and the Throne of Thunder, so any one of the Pandaria ones are worth your time. Now there are two methods of actually selling a battle pet, and no, we are not saying trade chat, because trade chat is off the table because it's not worth it. So method of selling number 1 is just single realm selling, and this is where you do most of our auctioning, is where we just basically post it on the auction house and hope that it sells on our realm. Other than that, you can always, when you actually cage your pet and you actually learn it in your pet journal, you can then log on to another character on another realm where you can find out where it actually sells higher, and then you'd be able to sell it on that realm for a profit. This is what I used to do with the Drudge Ghoul, and I used to buy it really cheap from Russian servers and then sell them on Thunderhorn. That's pretty much what I used to do. I kind of got bored with it though, because I like active gold farming, not really servery type jazz. It's kind of boring in my sense. I like to actually do the actual farms. Along with that, you can lose gold, so be sure to double check the actual pricings and the sell rates all on the underminejournal.com, or you can double check it through TSM as well. Okay, so the first farm that I would recommend you doing if you wanted to start selling battle pets is the Sommestroke battle pet farm. And this one can be easily done in the Shadowmoon Valley in Draenor, and it's right in this little area right here. Now, obviously that's in Shadowmoon Valley, I've just stated that. But basically what you're going to be wanting to do is just by killing all of these mobs all around here. And in about an hour you'll get about 2 to 3 of these Sommestroke battle pets. They have now gone up in price because like no one sells them anymore, even though they're still a fairly alright battle pet when it comes to selling. They usually take about a couple of weeks to sell. At this moment in time they are selling for around about 12,000 gold a piece. So you're looking at around about 30,000 gold per hour, depending on if you get about 3 or 2, depending. I usually get about 2, and if I'm lucky I usually get 3. I rarely do this farm anymore, but it still actually is quite viable, as I did it like a couple of weeks ago, and though all those Sommestroke battle pets are still selling because I've now sold all 4 that I farmed up. So other than that, that is a pretty good farm. Now let's move on to the next farm. Just want to clarify one thing right here. Just got the Sommestroke after killing for 5 minutes. So the next farm that I would recommend is not really a farm, it is more or less a profession. And let's switch off the TSM stuff, Majigi. So, obviously, engineering, very good one to actually work on, and what we're looking for is the Mechanical Pandaren Dragonwing. Now, at the moment, the market value for this is about 12,000 gold on my realm, and that is absolutely brilliant, because at the moment, the crafting cost is about 2,500 gold, and all it requires is 4 Ghost Iron bars, 6 Trillium bars, and 2 Spirits of Harmony. Easy enough to farm up, and you can make a nice profit with that. I would recommend using TSM crafting in order for you to actually do this, just to see if you can save any costs, because at the end of the day, profit is essential when trying to make gold, so you don't want to be spending more than what you're getting back. That's just bottom line basics. But the Mechanical Pandaren Dragonwing sells exceedingly well, mainly because it is used in a lot of different types of pet battles. Now we will be moving on to another one, and that will be the Rascal Bot for Alchemists. Now the Alchemist one is relatively simple. It's the same as you would with a Sky Golem. You create the Jard's Peculiar Energy Source, and I nearly forgot what it was called then. And basically, instead of doing it for 30 days, you do it for 15 days on a daily cooldown, and then you can sell that on the auction house. Now, the Rascal Bot tends to sell a lot more for a higher price because of the 15-day cooldown, and that requires a lot of supply and demand for these battle pets. This also goes hand in hand with the battle pet of Paris, as they both share the same mechanics to actually create them. So you can pick either Rascal or Paris, depending on which one sells for the most and which one has the better sell rate. Now, I would say, in my experience, is the Rascal Bot, as it just tends to sell faster. And seriously, for 2 minutes a day, just to log on, create your Jard's Peculiar Energy Source and a Living Steel Transmute, it's not going to take you that long, and you'll be able to create a battle pet that you can sell for a lot, and I mean a lot of gold. So, that being the case, the last one that I would recommend is a raid, and that is from Wrath of the Lich King, and that is called Icecrown Citadel. I don't think many people have heard of that one, and that's because it gives you the Drudge Remains. Don't worry about the other battle pets, they don't sell for all that much, you're not going to get a lot for it. Honest to God, few hundred gold, that's all you're going to get from that. But the Drudge Remains sell for an impressive amount of gold. Why? Because it is a stupidly low drop chance. Well, not stupidly low drop chance, it's about 10%. But obviously you can only do the raid weekly, and it can only be farmed up or on 10-man normal, because it gives you another battle pet if you do it in 10-man heroic, and if you do it in 25 normal as well, you can still get the Drudge Remains as well. And so basically, the heroic you get the other battle pet, on the normals you get the Drudge Remains. Fairly easy to understand how it all works, and I would like to go on to say that it is one of those ones where, would you rather farm Invincible for your weekly lockout of it, or would you like a 10% chance of getting the Drudge Remains, which can average from around about like 20 to 50,000. It does go higher, but I found that it tends to not sell very well if it gets any higher than about 50k. The Drudge Remains, if you got 10 ults, you're guaranteed. Well, I'm not going to say guaranteed. You're basically you've got your percentage rates right, and you probably get 1 out of 10 runs. So that's pretty good if you've got a load of ults. Make sure that they can do it on the normals, and to be honest, most characters can do it on the normals. You can just run a level 100 through, make a Demon Hunter, and just park him outside. You could do that and just be able to do that. Now, I do categorize battle pets in a certain different type of way, such as I do mats and transmog, and I call them short-term, mid-term, and long-term, just so I can understand. So I've got like a massive list of battle pet farms transmog farms, material farms, all you get the gist. And next to them I have them written down with either is it a short-term seller, so does it sell fast, mid-term, so such as with like some battle pets like the Sommestroke, they don't sell all that much, but they sell for a decent amount. And then with long-term, it's transmog, because that is for the long game, and but it provides you with a strong amount of gold. Now I do write the gold per hours for these when I do this, so I can average out which one would be the best farm for me to do, depending on my need. So if you want gold in the long run, to be honest, it's just transmog. Stock up on a 10-ton of transmog. If you just want quick gold all the time, but less gold, do map farming. It's worth it. You can use your 2x5s. No, 2x4s, sorry. But if you wanted to go with battle pets, such as the title of this video, you're looking at selling in the mid-term, so you'll probably sell them once every 2 weeks or something along those lines. Just double check your sell rates when you actually do like sell these battle pets. So say for instance the Ashton Core, I can look at that and it doesn't tell me the sell rate. That's really helpful. But you get the gist. The Ashton Core actually sells. It's about a mid-term seller, to be fair, because it's so easily to get hold of, but it's so cheap, so it sells. So at the end of the day, guys, I hope this guide was informative. If you want to know any more, put your questions in the comment section. I'm going to try and take an active effort in answering every single comment I get, even if it's hate. Let's have fun with that one. So that being the case, guys, have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video as and when. Bye-bye.